Welcome to the village of Burton Joyce. I've lived here all my life and I love it here. As well as lots of lovely people, there are also lots of lovely animals, and that's because we've got lots of farmland and the River Trent. Some of our birds are native and some of them definitely aren't. This means that our garden gets lots of amazing visitors from animals and birds. Showing my love for Burton Joyce, I've decided to figure out why our local birds are disappearing and what we can do to help them. After a bit of research, I found an easy and environmentally friendly way of making bird feeders. Now it's time to make our bird feeders. Now, you know those little brown things in toilet rolls? You need one of them. Then get one of these lollipop sticks. Then get some margarine. Dip it in. Do I need to dip it? It'll also make it waterproof, and the seeds can also stick to plant fat. Keep rolling your toilet roll in the seeds until it's completely covered. Once you've completely covered your toilet roll in seeds, get a piece of string, make it go through. Yep. Yay. There's your bird feeder. Get a grown-up to help you tie it. Let's go hanging outside. Once you've found the perfect place for your bird feeder, climb up a ladder or whatever you're good at climbing and place it there. Here's your bird feeder. Let those birds gobble up those delicious seeds that you made by yourself. Well, a bit of help from your grown-ups. I've decided to invite nature lover Paul Smith for a cup of coffee and a chat about what he knows. Have you noticed a difference in the amount of birds in Burton Joyce?
Yes, I think some birds we've got a lot more of. We haven't had the little egrets down by the river for that many years. Probably about the last 10 years at most, absolute most, we've had little egrets. But then things like house sparrows and hedge sparrows, cuckoos. When I first moved to Burton Joyce, you used to listen out for the first cuckoo of the spring, and then throughout June time you'd hear them all the time and you wouldn't think anything of it. Now it's very rare even to hear a cuckoo.
What are some of the reasons that all our beautiful birds are disappearing?
Well, I think there's lots of trees that keep disappearing. There are people who are making lawns out of this plastic artificial turf. So it's easy to look after, so you don't have to get the lawnmower out, but it does mean, of course, that there's no insects underneath the ground.
What can we do to help our wild birds?
Bird feeders, that's a good one. So you have to clean out your bird feeder and make sure it's nice and clean, because also if you imagine, it's rather like when we had COVID, if you had lots of birds coming along, at least one of them might have a cold or the equivalent to a cold, and it has a cold and it comes along and it feeds off your bird feeder, then the next one comes along and it can catch the diseases. So making sure that quite regularly you clean it is a good idea. Also stops mould growing, so that's also a good way of doing it. And also a variety of food, so not just peanuts, because that just attracts the tits, but if you get the little mealworms through which will attract the robins and the things like that. And also putting out bug hotels and places like that, because not only do you have the bees and the insects coming to live in it, to grow and breed from it, all those little insects are going to be providing food not just for the birds but also for the frogs and the other insect-eating birds and mammals and all the rest of it.
So thank you for coming to chat to us. We gave Paul one of our bird feeders we made earlier. Right, it's now time to put some of those things that Paul said into action. Okay, now it's time to clean our bird feeder. As Paul said, it's very important to clean your bird feeder. So, you get your sponge, dip it in. We're going to fill our bird feeder. Remember when we cleaned it? Yeah? My bird's saying yeah. Now we're going to fill it.
No, they're made for the birds.
Okay, now we filled it up. It's time to hang it back on the place where we... It's so easy to show our love for the environment. Maybe we should all do our little bit. I've loved this project. Thank you so much for watching.